The ninth benefit lies in reduced expenditure, another practical advantage. Whoever becomes used to eating little will find a modest income sufficient, whereas a man who is habituated to eating his fill will find that his belly becomes a creditor impossible to shake off, who seizes him by the throat every day, saying, "What will you eat today?" Therefore will he be compelled to enter into all sorts of activities, and either earn from unlawful pursuits, so that he sins, or from lawful ones, which will involve him in humiliation and exhaustion. He may even need to direct his wishful gaze towards other people. In other words, he may be forced to beg, which is the utmost form of abasement and degradation. A believer's needs are few. A sage once remarked that I satisfy most of my needs by renouncing them, which is, moreover, more restful for my heart. Someone else said, whenever I feel a wish to borrow money from someone for the sake of satisfying a desire or making an investment, I borrow from myself, whereupon I renounce the desire. Thus I am my own best creditor. And then an athar from Ibrahim bin Adham, who is really one of the earliest of the Sufis. Some rank him amongst the Tabi'in. Dies in the mid-2nd century. Ibrahim bin Adham, known as a pupil of Imam Abu Hanifa, interested in fiqh. A number of stories are told about his tawbah and how he took the path of Sufism. Perhaps the best known is that he had been a prince of the city of Balkh, which is in Khorasan, present-day Afghanistan, who worshipped amid the splendor of his palace, worshipped quite assiduously. And then one night he couldn't get to sleep because of a sound, a bumping noise on the roof of the palace. So he goes upstairs and he looks around on the roof of the palace, and there's this man casting around and looking for something. And the prince, Ibrahim bin Adham, says, "What on earth are you doing?" And he says, "I'm looking for my camel." And the prince said, "That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard in my life, looking for a camel on the roof of a palace." And the man says, "Not as ridiculous as looking for Allah in a palace." And the prince repents, exchanges clothes with the strange man, and vanishes, and takes to the path of siyaha, wandering through the earth in search of teachers and wisdom and tafakkur and repentance. One of the categories of awliya listed by Imam al-Haddad, again in his great Ta'iyah, until he becomes a pupil of Imam Abu Hanifa and becomes one of the great exponents of tasawwuf. So here he says, he used to ask his companions about the price of food. When told that it was high, he would say, lower it with renunciation. In other words, don't eat so much, and the price of food automatically comes down. Again, Sahl al-Tustari, rahmatullahi alayhi, said, the glutton is base in three circumstances. If he spends his time in worship, he will grow lazy. If he has a trade, he will not be safe from the evils of his trade. And if he has a private income, he will not give Allah his due. Benefit number 10, finally,